Well, I'm back again, my YouTube friends, and this is Margaret from M.E.s Orchids, and I'm here to bare my soul because this is the other one that I had off Ed, Phragmepedium Grande, and this is how I normally keep them. They're just in a terracotta tray like this, just sat on some water. So I've just repotted another section of that Phragmepedium, and the roots were actually better than the one that the first one that I did. I didn't video the second one, but they're now in those new pots. Now this one's in a nice pot, and I'm going to empty this now. I think that was called vermiculite, and I couldn't remember it in the first video, and I just need to now check if these roots are alright. So here we go, let's take the label out and let's empty this medium. You see, if you look at that now, those were growing roots. I'm sure they were when I first had this Phragmepedium off Ed, and they're not dead. There's nothing rotted, and again, but look at the top part here. I think those top parts are too dry, and I think now that in some regards, now you see that's a nice new little root developing now. It's got the furry bits on, and I'm just wondering again whether these are over potted. This one's over potted. And so I'm going to go back out now and try and find another pot. So if you'll just bear with me a minute. This is the type of pot. Now let's just have a look. So this one's going to go in here now, and let's just, I've got some hydrogen balls and some lava rock and some little clay pellets. They can go at the bottom. Now I can't believe that it looks as though, that's a piece of wood that's now loose and all of them. It looks as though I've kept one too wet and kept one too dry. And the only difference is that one was in a wider pot and this was in a tall, narrow pot. And like I say, you know, it's normally I wouldn't check these, but Ed doesn't have any qualms, and he undoes his frags or his Phragmepediums, and he's never afraid to, because he knows how he grows, that those plants will be absolutely wonderful. And I'm ashamed to say, I hope I haven't let him down, because I have tried my best, but my best is not good enough for these. And you do get very possessive of your orchids. Now let's just have a look. Let's bring her down. Let me just see if you're in focus. If I go over there a bit. Right. Oh dear. Now, this is Orchiata bark and this is new Orchiata bark. Now probably that's where the problem's been, because the new Orchiata bark does take 1 or 2 flushings before it starts to really absorb that moisture. So let's fill this pot up. And at least now, by having the clear pot, I mean, you know, it shouldn't really be in a clear pot, because this is a terrestrial orchid. But if I put it in an outer pot, that will plunge this into darkness. I think it'll be alright. Now, let's put some fish blood and bone in as well. I'm not going to put it on those roots there. I want to try and just put it towards the back there. Just tap it down a little bit. And cover these roots up. Now this one will have to be watered today. And there we go. I've got some nice rainwater out of the new pot that I've got, and let's just make sure that those top roots are not exposed to the air. Right, so I'm going to pull this out of the bowl. Just bear with me a minute. I'm going to put this into the jug here. Let's just have a look at her roots. We can just about see some roots there. Just see whether I can squeeze a little bit more of that medium, so it just have a bang. See where it'll cover. There. I just wanted a little bit more of that medium to go down into that space there. Let's cover these roots up. See, there's a root there that I really don't want to expose there. And there's another root there that, again, I don't know whether she needed to sit lower in that pot. Let's just have a look. Cover these, just let's, I don't know whether actually in focus, sorry about that folks. What I'm trying to do is just cover up these couple of exposed roots here. That's it. Now I think she might be alright now. I've still got that gap there. But hopefully should grow into that gap. Now let's put her inside this jug here, and let's just give her some rainwater. Now the rainwater I've got, as I say, it comes out of the barrel. That's outside now, and I fill this container up. Now let's just I'm just going to take the gloves off and just see what the temperature feels like, because I don't want to give the orchid a shock. And it's just a little bit cold to the touch. Now this is some boiled water here, and all I'm wanting to do now is just to, that's fine, it's not hot but it's not as cold as it was, so let's just water this from the top. There we go. Let me just wipe this vermiculite up because it just scrapes at the bottom. Now, like I said to you, this was potted in orchiata bark. There is some hydrogen balls, and there's also some lava rock. There's not much, but even when you see when I've poured that through, it hasn't actually penetrated all those roots. So again, I'm just going to pour it back into this little jug here, pop it back in here. Now I might have to do this several times, but then again at the end of the day, this one needs to be hydrated, the other one needs to be dried out, and this one needs to be hydrated. And I shall do this 2 or 3 times. Let's just do it again. And then I can finish the video. But again, you see, now that you can see there, that's the fish blood and bone. Those are the roots. So before you send that new orchid head, please may I have some guidance, and if you don't think I deserve that orchid, I shan't be offended at all, because like you said to me, Margaret, you know, you've got to learn how to look after your frags, because I've also got a Phragmepedium that's not doing very well, and as I say, it's not for want of trying, because I just absolutely love my orchids, and if I can, I want them as healthy as they're going to be. Now you see, that to all intents and purposes is a lovely healthy frag, but she has got some dehydrated roots. So Ed, another question I need to ask while I'm on this video is, should I actually be having these stored in a tray of water? Now I've got I've got 4 Phragmepediums, and 2 of them are sat in a reservoir of water and the other 2 aren't. So I'll ask for your guidance, Ed, and like I say, I shan't be offended if you don't send the other Phragmepedium Grande fire, because you know, I don't want to have them fail on me. I want them to grow from strength to strength, and if I'm not quite ready to grow these beautiful Phragmepediums on, then I'd rather just wait, but I'll take guidance from Ed. And so I'm sorry this is like the 3rd video this afternoon, but I think I'm glad I've actually shared them with you. So from me to you, have a good afternoon, take care, and we'll speak again soon. Bye bye now.